morning, guys, YouTube, people, world, whoever, wherever. I'm driving the truck some more. At 330 miles on it so far. And, yep, still, two, emission readiness parameters that are not complete. You can have, in the state of California for 07 and newer, you can have the catalyst and the PM, the particulate matter filter. You can have those two incomplete. You cannot have the NOx screen monitor or whatever, SCR monitor incomplete. So if I were to take the truck, they say that you can have two emission readiness codes, whatever, not set. However, they can't be those two. So, the NOx has to be set, has to be complete. Apparently, you have to drive 400 miles, and it's got to go through, I think 4 regen cycles. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm just driving it, just chugging it, trying to get it to create some soot. And also, I might have found out what's wrong or why that red light's on, the security light. Might have. Also, let me get in there. The tire sensor, tire TPMS. Light is on. So yeah, I think I mentioned that the NOx code has to be, I think they say 5 to 10 regens. So yeah, I wanted to back up a little bit to go over that. NOx, I think it's 5 to 10 regens. But anyway, the light and the tire pressure sensor monitoring system, whatever. I opened up the scan tool. I tried to test it, and it basically said that there was no tire TPMS active on the truck. And I did that on Alpha OBD2. So Alpha OBD2 works way better than both the high-end scan tools that I got, that Ucanic, which I don't know, it's supposed to be equivalent to Snap-on, but it's more like pop-off than Snap-on. Anyway, I don't like that scan tool. Maybe there's going to be some updates. I did do about 70-something updates on it yesterday. And then my Alta, or AULTA, I think that's what it is. Anyway, that scan tool, it's a 808MX. That scan tool can't access stuff barely on this truck because it says that the truck computer needs an update. So once I get these codes to set, I'll take it to Dodge, and they're going to do an update on the computer. It's $220. But anyway, back to the light. So it said that there was no Alpha OBD2. It's an app. You can download it. I don't know if it works for Apple iOS, but I have it on my Android phone. And yeah, it said that there was no, what do you call it? There was no module, basically. No tire pressure TPMS module on the truck. And I said, okay. So I Googled, where's the TPMS on my truck, on the Dodge, blah, blah, blah. And it says it's in the front, in the fender well, in front of the fender well. So I get under there, look at it, and you can see it's kind of wet, like moisture. I was like, no, it's not supposed to be that way. So I took it off, I took it apart. It just has these little snap clips on the sides. I took it apart, and yeah, there's a bunch of corrosion in there. So I tried cleaning the corrosion off with just a little bristle brush, just scrubbing it, and one of the little either diode or resistor or something in there just basically fell off. That's all it did. It just went boop, fell right off. I tried looking at it to try to resolder it, and there's no terminals coming out of that diode, resistor, whatever. There's no terminals coming out to even resolder it. It was only there, stuck there because it was corroded. So I tried to find terminals. The board is basically just junk. It's eaten through. So hopefully, and I'll keep you guys posted, because once I get that red light gone, you guys will be second, third, maybe fifth to know. Because I'm gonna tell my wife, obviously, tell my brother, because he's been looking for it, trying to figure out what's going on with the thing. Just in general, he'll think about it every now and then and get on the computer and whatever. Anyway, and then a couple of my brother-in-law and a couple buddies. Got to tell them all what's going on, what happened. So hopefully that fixes it. And obviously it's unplugged. It's sitting on my toolbox, and truck's driving fine. But anyway, yeah. So I got a lot to do. I got a lot of crap to do, and I don't want to be doing this. Driving around wasting time. I gotta get the tractor fired up. I gotta get some dirt moved. Still waiting to hear back from the guy for the toy hauler, if he's buying or if he's trading me or not, because it's all cleaned up. It's all ready to go. He just keeps asking stupid questions, like one question a day. Like yesterday's, hey, does the heater work? Well, yeah, the heater works. And I said, wait, does the heater work? So I had to run out there and turned it all on, whatever, fired up the generator. Battery's a little dead. But yeah, so fired up the generator, turned the heat on, got hot. It started off at like 55 degrees or 60 degrees, something like that. And within 10 minutes, it was like 72 degrees. So I just took a temp gun and pointed it at the vent. It was like 113 degrees in the vent or something like that. So I was like, yeah, heater works. And then I was like, I wonder if the fart fan works, the fan in the bathroom. I go in there, push the button, and the whole trim just exploded. So I had to take the trim off the living room vent, the fan vent or whatever. Took the trim off that, stuck it on the other one, because it was less brittle. So, but I'll mention it to him. I just didn't want him to go in there and push the button and it's all broken and busted. But yeah. So anyway. I gotta clear dirt, because if that dude says that he wants to trade, the only way we're getting it out of my yard is moving all that dirt. So I want to hurry up and get home. And I just wish this would pass, because then I can just take it to go get emissions done real quick. And yeah. Go to AAA, get my tags. That will be done. Off my list. Other than I gotta take the truck to Dodge and get the computer not reflashed, just like updated. And then I gotta figure out the Sprinter van. So the Sprinter van, I changed serpentine belt. I changed the tensioner and the idler pulleys. I changed all that yesterday. It was a pain in the butt. Never want to do it again. I wish I would have ordered all that stuff when I had the radiator out. It's almost like you got to pull the radiator out to get access to everything. Putting the belts on. Putting the belt on is probably one of the worst belts I've done on a vehicle. And yeah, I don't know. I gotta get that thing smogged. So when I'm trying to go and get this thing smogged so that I can ask the guy about it. See if he can get it smogged, to put the mass airflow sensor on there. Still doing the same thing, still giving me the same codes. And Mercedes wants like $800 to do an adaptation. But I can do an adaptation. I could buy a laptop for $800 with all the software and the rectifier or whatever it's called, the whole kit, and do my own adaptation. I'm getting the verbiage down now. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna drive home. I gotta find a sensor, that little module, ABS module, or a tire pressure TPMS module. I found a bunch of them, but they're expensive, so I sent somebody an offer. There's a guy who has a used one. He wants like $90 for it. But I'd rather get a new one, updated one, and yeah, go from there. But anyway, we'll just have to see. I might have to hook the trailer up and tow something to get this thing to regen, to get it to sit up. So if I have the tractor out, I'm going to load all the scrap steel on my flatbed trailer, my utility trailer. A bunch of scrap steel. I'll just load that thing up and maybe in the morning head to the scrap yard and scrap all that. But I think it needs a load. Anyway, yep, still going. Still trying to get it to do its thing. But I'm just gonna head home so I can get busy. Yeah, go from there. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next video, and I don't know what it'll be. I've got a lot of projects to do, and I got a lot of projects to get done soon. Alright, see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. Thanks for watching. Later.